Hello, and welcome to Learn English Unleashed. I'm John. I'm really happy you're here today. Let me ask you something. What if I told you that you don't need 1 or 2 hours every single day to improve your English? What if just 30 minutes could make a real difference? Sounds hard to believe? Many people think so. But stay with me, because today I'm going to show you something simple that many learners completely miss. Maybe you're busy with work. Maybe you're a student. Maybe you take care of your family. Or maybe at the end of the day, you're just too tired to study. That's okay. You're not alone. And here's another thing. Maybe you feel shy when you speak English. Maybe you understand videos. But when it's your turn to speak, your mind suddenly goes blank. Or maybe you think, I'll become fluent only if I move to an English-speaking country. That sounds reasonable, but it's not true. You don't need a perfect schedule, you don't need expensive classes, and you don't need to study for hours every day. What you need is a simple plan that you can actually follow. Let me tell you a short story about Oliver. He was a busy office worker with a long daily commute. He spent hours traveling to work every morning. He came back home exhausted every evening. He wanted to improve his English, but every night he said the same thing. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. One day, he made one small change. Instead of waiting for free time, he used the little time he already had. Just a few minutes here, a few minutes there. Slowly, something changed. English stopped feeling like homework. It became part of his daily life. His confidence grew. His listening improved. Then speaking became easier too. Not because he studied more, because he studied smarter. And that brings us to today's big question. How can you really study English in only 30 minutes a day? Is it enough? What should you do first? What should you skip? And how can you keep improving without feeling stressed? We're going to answer all of those questions today. But here's something important before we begin. Most learners don't struggle because they're lazy. They struggle because they don't have a clear system. They collect grammar books. They save videos. But they don't know what to do first, so they end up doing nothing. Today, we're going to change that. I'll show you 5 simple daily practices. Each one is easy. Each one fits into real life. And when you put them together, they create a powerful 30-minute routine. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep showing up. So, are you ready? Let's begin with practice 1. It may be the smallest habit in this episode, but it could completely change the way you learn English every single day. Practice 1. Build your English bubble. Let's start with something very simple. You don't need more free time. You just need to use the time you already have. Here's a question. How many times do you unlock your phone every day? Probably more than you think. Now imagine this. Every time you open your phone, you see a little English. Not a long lesson, just a few words. Little by little, your brain starts getting used to English. That's the goal. Not pressure, just daily contact. This is the first 5-minute block of your daily routine. Create your own English bubble with simple changes. Change your phone language to English if it feels comfortable. Listen to one short English audio track while packing your bag. Read the menu in English before ordering food online. Watch one short video with English subtitles during your afternoon break or while commuting. These small moments matter. They may look tiny, but together, they become a strong habit. Here's a mini challenge. Tomorrow, use this first 5-minute block to surround yourself with English. Nothing more. Only 5 minutes. Can you do that? I think you can. Now, repeat after me. I can learn a little every day. Good. Again. I don't need perfect conditions. Excellent. Remember this. English grows through daily contact, not once a week, every day. And now you may be thinking, that's helpful. But what should I actually do during those 30 minutes? Great question. Let's move to practice 2. This is where your speaking starts to wake up. Practice 2. Now let's make your English sound more natural. Here's a question. Have you ever listened to someone speaking English and thought, I understand it, but I could never say it like that? If yes, don't worry. Almost every learner feels this way. Here's the secret. Don't only listen. Speak with the speaker. Find a short audio. About 10 or 15 seconds is enough. Play one sentence. Pause it. Then say the same sentence. Try to copy the speed. Copy the rhythm. Copy the feeling. Don't worry if your pronunciation isn't perfect. The goal is progress, not perfection. For example, imagine someone says, let's grab something to eat before the meeting. Pause. Now repeat it. Ready? Repeat after me. Let's grab something to eat before the meeting. Very good. One more time. Try to sound a little smoother. Excellent. Now here's a small mistake many learners make. They play a 10-minute video and try to repeat everything. That's too much. Instead, work with one short sentence. Repeat it 3 or 4 times. Then move to the next one. Small steps are easier for your brain. This is the next 10-minute block of your daily routine. Here's today's challenge. Spend just 10 minutes copying one speaker you enjoy listening to. Not 5 different speakers, just one. By doing that, you'll start noticing better pronunciation, smoother speaking, and more confidence. And here's something interesting. Speaking is only one part of fluency. What happens before you speak is even more important. Most learners never notice it. We'll discover that in practice 3. It may completely change the way you use English every day. Practice 3. Think in English first. Before you speak English, your brain is already talking. The real question is, which language is it using? Many learners first think in their own language. Then they translate. Then they try to speak. That takes time. And that's why conversations often feel slow. So here's today's simple practice. Start talking to yourself in easy English. Not out loud if you don't want to. Just quietly in your mind. Imagine you're looking out the window or checking the time. You can think, it's a beautiful day today. I have a lot to do this afternoon. Time is flying by so fast. These are real thoughts. And real thoughts are easier to remember. This is the next 5-minute block of your daily routine. Here's a 5-minute challenge. Choose one moment today. Only one. While you sit or rest, think in simple English. Don't stop to translate. If you don't know a word, don't panic. Use easier words. Keep moving. That's exactly how confidence grows. Now, repeat after me. I can think in simple English. Again, simple English is enough. Excellent. Remember this. Fluent speakers don't always use difficult words. They use the words they already know, quickly and naturally. So don't chase big vocabulary. Use your everyday English again and again. Soon, your brain will find those words much faster. Now you might be wondering, what if I know the words today, but forget them tomorrow? That's a great question. And Practice 4 will help you remember English much longer without spending extra hours studying. Practice 4. Describe a simple scene. Now let's make your English stay with you. Here's a simple question. Have you ever learned a new word, then forgotten it the next day? Almost everyone has. The problem isn't your memory. The problem is this. You read the word once, but you never use it again. Here's a better way. Before you look at your notes or open an app, try to do something much more powerful. Look around you, or think about your morning, and try to describe a simple scene using 3 everyday words. Don't open a textbook. Don't check your dictionary first. Just look at what is happening right now. For example, imagine you see these 3 things in your room: a cup, a table, a window. Now make a quick connection. My cup is on the table. The table is near the window. The window is open. See the difference? You're not just memorizing words from a list. You're using your environment to speak instantly. That helps your brain lock those words in your mind. This is the next 5-minute block of your daily routine. Here's today's 5-minute challenge. Spend 3 minutes choosing 3 simple objects around you. Then spend 2 minutes connecting them into easy sentences. No pressure, no perfect grammar, just speak. Now, repeat after me. I remember more when I use English. Again. I don't need hundreds of words. I need to use the words I already know. Excellent. Every time you bring words back from memory, your English becomes stronger. And now we're ready for the final practice. This is where everything comes together. It's simple, it's practical, and it's the habit that helps many learners finally start speaking English every single day. Practice 5. Speak for yourself. Now we've reached the most important practice of today's episode. If you remember only one thing from this podcast, remember this one. Many learners wait for the perfect time to practice English. They think, I'll speak English when I have an hour. I'll practice this weekend. I'll start next month. But that perfect time rarely comes. The secret isn't finding more time. The secret is finding more moments. Let me tell you about a learner named Alex. Alex worked all day. By the time he got home, he was tired. Every night he opened an English app. He looked at it for a minute, then he closed it. He felt guilty because he thought 30 minutes had to be one long study session. One day, he changed his plan. Instead of studying for 30 minutes all at once, he divided it into small parts. Everything suddenly became easier. This is the final 5-minute block of your daily routine. Choose one easy question. What made me smile today? What am I looking forward to tomorrow? What did I learn this week? Talk to yourself out loud or in your mind for just 1 or 2 minutes. If you stop, keep going. If you forget a word, explain it another way. Real conversations work exactly like that. Finish this block with something positive. Repeat sentences you already know well. For example, I'm improving every day. I enjoy learning English. I don't need to be perfect. I can speak with confidence. I'll come back tomorrow. Your complete 30-minute routine. Notice something? None of these activities are difficult. Together, they create a complete, powerful learning system. Let's look at your daily 30-minute roadmap. Minutes 1 to 5. Build your English bubble. Surround yourself with easy changes. Minutes 6 to 15. Borrow the speaker's voice. 10 minutes of copying natural rhythm. Minutes 16 to 20. Think in English first. 5 minutes of direct, quiet thoughts. Minutes 21 to 25. Describe a simple scene. 5 minutes of connecting nearby objects. Minutes 26 to 30. Speak for yourself. The final 5 minutes to talk and finish positive. Now, here's today's challenge. Try this routine for the next 7 days. Not forever, just 1 week. At first, you may notice only small changes. You understand one more sentence. You remember one more word. You hesitate a little less. Those tiny wins matter, because fluency is built from small victories repeated again and again. Repeat after me. I don't need more time. I need a better routine. Again. 30 minutes a day can change my English. Excellent. Never compare your Chapter 1 with someone else's Chapter 20. Keep showing up. Keep speaking. Keep smiling. One day, you'll look back and realize something amazing. The English that once felt difficult has become a natural part of your everyday life. And that is how real fluency begins. Quick recap. Today, you discovered that improving your English doesn't require hours of study. It starts with one simple decision. Use 30 minutes wisely. First, build your English bubble. Let English become a small part of your everyday life. Second, borrow the speaker's voice. Listen. Pause. Repeat. Little by little, your pronunciation and confidence will grow. Third, think in English first. Stop translating in your head and start talking to yourself quietly in your mind. Fourth, describe a simple scene. Look around you, pick 3 everyday objects, and instantly connect them into easy sentences. And finally, speak for yourself. That's where real progress happens. Not only during study time, but during real life. Now let me ask you one last question. A week from today, where do you want to be? Exactly where you are now? Or just a little better than today? Remember, fluent English isn't built in one day. It's built one day at a time. Some days will feel easy. Some days will feel difficult. Both days count. Don't give up because your progress feels slow. Every confident English speaker was once a beginner. I was too. I made mistakes. I forgot words. I repeated the same sentences again and again, but I kept going. And that's why I believe you can do it too. You don't have to study perfectly. You don't have to know every grammar rule. You don't have to sound like a native speaker. You only need one thing: the courage to practice again tomorrow. So when this episode ends, don't just think about these ideas. Use them. Choose one practice. Start today, even if it's only for 5 minutes. Because 5 minutes today is better than 0 minutes tomorrow. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I truly hope this episode helped you feel more confident and more excited about learning English. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Learn English Unleashed so you never miss a new lesson. And if this podcast helped you, share it with a friend who is also learning English. The more we practice together, the stronger we become. Take care of yourself. Keep learning. Keep smiling. And remember, your English doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to keep growing. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, my friend.